Bob Arum claims that today's press conference, Wilder Fury Part 3, was rigged against Fury, and it was slanted in favor of Wilder, the Fox fighter. He says F them, presumably Premier Boxing Champs and Fox, and F the host, Fox reporter Kay Abdo. We're going to talk about that. But first, roll the clip.
Oh crap, they bring this woman in from the UK and she's slanting all the press conference to Wilder. Like, I don't give a damn, but it's obvious that that's what she was doing. And then she knew that the understanding was no facer. Tom Brown argued with Fox, no facer. We said no face-off. And what does she say?
Face-off.
Now we're going to do a face-off. Fuck her and fuck them. There was no face-off, and we saved the fight.
Hey, Bob.
Somebody
got Tyson on top.
Wow, you guys heard it here first. Bob Arum says F them and F the Fox reporter, Kay Abdo. Now, I'll be honest with you. I watched it live in real time, Wilder Fury 3. In my opinion, in terms of the verbal, we try to look for any type of win for the fighter ahead of a big fight week like this. Face-offs, people look into the weigh-ins, the expressions, and who won the face-off, who won the press conference. They did it with Mayweather versus McGregor, who each stopped LA, New York, Canada, who won each stop. And for big fights, this is what happens. I watched this in live, real time, and I don't know what Bob Arum was talking about. I think what Bob Arum said was way out of bounds. I think it's misdirected anger. I didn't see any fault of Kay Abdo. I don't think she said anything or did anything that was preposterous or that even favored the Fox fighter. Ironically enough, you got Top Rank founder Bob Arum saying that basically his fighter couldn't get a fair shake. Wilder has accused Fury of cheating, right? And you have the Fury apologists and the detractors of Wilder, and they're saying that you guys are a bunch of conspiracy theorists. But then Bob Arum comes out and he says that Kay Abdo was slanting the interview and F her and F them and this and that. And she was just slanting the interview to favor Wilder or to get the crowd on Wilder's side. So to be honest, who really has a conspiracy theory? Because to this day, we haven't heard why Tyson Fury's gloves look like they did. We still don't know why. So I'm so confused when it comes to that. Why Tyson Fury's glove looked in the fashion that they did, right? So to be honest, I thought Wilder won the press conference because the way he was answering his questions, him and his team, Malik Scott, his trainer, they answered the questions perfectly. It sounded like a real focused Wilder, very mature Wilder. He wasn't really playing games. It was Fury who chose to stand up the whole time. It was Fury who was trying to instigate, and I feel like he was trying to push and keep pushing to get a rise out of Wilder, and it just wasn't really working. It wasn't really working. Wilder was saying, you the one that cheated. I'm a nun in this sport. I didn't have to cheat nobody out no fights. You the one eating wild boar meat. And Wilder was really just hitting him with facts. So I literally have no idea what Bob Arum is referring to. You guys in the comment section, let me know. Let me know if you thought that Kay Abdo, the host, did anything to make Fury look bad. I think Fury looked bad in his own right because he wouldn't sit down, looked like he had nervous energy. So I really think that his team didn't do any favors to themselves. Like Sugar Hill, he didn't really sound confident. Kay Abdo, she was asking some of the same questions to Wilder that she was asking to Sugar Hill. So again, I have no idea why Bob Arum reacted like that. I think this is also a sign for Team Fury that they are worried. They know Wilder's focused. They know Wilder dominated the press conference, and Wilder's an explosive, power punching guy that can get you out of there. And like I said, after the press conference, I thought the press conference, the answers and questions, it favored Wilder, not because of the host, Kate Abdo, but because he did a better job answering the questions and he, so to speak, won the press conference. But I don't think it had anything to do with the host asking the wrong questions or anything like that. I think Tyson Fury looked unhinged, and his team sounds unhinged for what's to come on Saturday, because Bob Arum also went in on a reporter and called him names and was cussing at him. So it just looks like Tyson Fury's team is bothered and on the edge of their seat because they know they got this bull, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and they've opened this can of worms. I think, and I really believe this, Tyson Fury's whole team, they didn't want to fight Wilder again. They know the danger. No matter if Fury calls him a bum or if John Fury says Wilder will be put in the ICU, they all remember this. Tyson Fury sitting up here saying that Wilder can't get past me and can't get over me and always thinks about me. But I guarantee you Fury always thinks about when Wilder knocked him unconscious, right? As you guys see in this particular picture. That's what Fury probably thinks about. So they would have preferred. You've seen Joshua just recently get outboxed by a cruiserweight. So I am of the belief that Fury didn't want Wilder again. People could say, oh, Wilder got skinny legs and this and that. Wilder is deadly. He's dangerous. He looks locked in. And I think Tyson Fury's team is coming undone and unraveled and unhinged at the moment. And they're looking for someone to blame. In no way, shape, or form do I feel the press conference, for like based on the presentation, was slanted to do Wilder any favors. The reason Fury looked bad is because of how he was dressed. He wouldn't sit down. He was yelling, but there was no unfair questioning. Again, if you guys thought the question or the line of questioning from the Fox host was out of, let me know what question she asked that made Fury look bad. So it's almost time for fight week. And it's funny that Bob Arum says this and Top Rank is saying this because they did the grand arrivals yesterday, and Tyson Fury has been accused of something sinister, which is cheating in the sport of boxing, right? Tyson Fury keeps going on about how he's going to cheat again. He even said it at this press conference. He says, yes, I did it before and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to smash you. I'm going to put horseshoes in my gloves. I'm going to bring a baseball bat. This is what he's saying. And then Top Rank's own Christina Poncher yesterday at the grand arrivals made a joke about it as if this is funny. And she said, oh, you probably got some egg weights in your gloves. Ha ha ha. So it's mighty ironic. And this is why I said it looks like Tyson Fury's team and promoter coming to unravel because they know the danger that lies. How is Bob Arum going to complain about, not getting a fair shake? And when Christina Poncher of Top Rank was interviewing Fury just yesterday for Fight Week at the Grand Arrivals, she's making jokes about Fury cheating. Me personally, knowing that people that lace him up have become permanently disabled or almost in a vegetative state or lost their life, I'm not gonna joke or be happy about somebody threatening to cheat. I don't see what's funny. I don't see why boxing believes that this is funny. Even if you thought Wilder was crazy, why would you egg on with these egg weight comments and encourage Fury in this behavior? So having the complexion for the protection must surely go a long way. So I find it mighty ironic that Bob Arum has any complaints as to unfair treatment and a presentation that is biased and one-sided, when at the end of the day, what Christina Poncher did, making jokes about the egg weights. I just don't see how that's laughable and not deplorable and disgusting. And it makes me believe further that Tyson Fury actually did just that. Because who teeters on the edge like that, and they're being accused of a heinous crime, the worst thing you could do in boxing, which is cheat, and they continually make jokes about it. So the press conference was definitely enjoyable. I thought Bob Arum was, I think it's fear. I think it's worry. Fury, he's trying to act turned up and confident. Somehow, some way, they've tried to convince the fans that Fury is this massive puncher and that he's always been that. I don't think Fox did a bad job in their whole presentation for this. I think if anything, the way Wilder responded and how Fury responded, that's the separation that I seen in this particular press conference. Why somebody would say Wilder's energy seemed a lot more consistent and on point, and Tyson Fury seemed to have nervous energy. It literally had nothing to do with the host. So I thought Bob Arum's remarks were, really out of left field. But let me know what you guys think. Did you agree with Bob Arum? Do you think that this was some kind of setup? And again, it's funny because when Wilder says he was cheated, people say, oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist, shut up. But Bob Arum, what's the difference? This ain't a conspiracy theory. When Bob Arum is saying, hey, they're out to get us, they're out to get us. Fox did that. And literally in my live stream, nobody agreed and nobody could see how you would accuse Kate Abdo of doing a bad job or a biased job regarding how she conducted this. You know what I mean? So very weird stuff, but luckily for us, the fight is not far away. Let me know what you guys think. You can order the fight using my link in the description. Appreciate you guys. Subscribe to the channel, and I'm out.
Come on, let's go. Shot the W bomb, right?
Do you want more content? Make sure you follow my socials on Twitter at Boxingego and Instagram at Boxingego1. Yeah. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.